South Bay Jewelry has established trust and been a confidant in Laguna Woods for over 30 years. It's very scary trying to figure out which of our possessions are valuable, what pieces we should leave to our children, and which ones we should cash out. For nearly 30 years, we have worked and consulted with our friends in Laguna Woods to help them sort through their possessions, guiding their decision to sell and the legacy to their heirs.
Please visit our new location in Oak Brook Village, just to the right of Marshall's.
Well, welcome back. How would you like to win a beautiful, beautiful diamond and ruby ring? Well, our next two guests have a way that you can win this. It's valued at $2,000. I know it might be a little hard to look on camera. Maybe I'll put that there, but it's really quite beautiful. Nice to have you both on. We have Gina and David Watson of South Bay Jewelry. You're going to be giving away this absolutely beautiful ring here. And welcome for the holidays, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy to be back.
Great. Tell me about this raffle that you were doing.
Well, we are happy to announce that we're going to invite our clients to come in. There's no obligation. They can come in and enter the raffle, and January 5th, around the 6th, that's a Monday, we're going to announce the winner. So they would just come in, and we just want to celebrate our year-end sale that we're having, which is our large liquidation sale that we have at our Laguna Hills store. And it's 40 to 60% off through the end of the year.
And so this is a way to kind of say thank you to all your clients that come in here. You know, you guys specialize in vintage jewelry, don't you? Where people can either come in and sell things, right? Do you do consignment?
Yes, consignment is a huge thing for us, especially because the client would like to have some options to maybe make a little bit more money on their item. So we have channels throughout internationally, especially through the U.S., where we have lots of different buyers waiting for those items. So we really need to have our clients come back in for us, and we're bringing in new consignments, and we'd like to invite them to come back into the store and let us evaluate those items for them.
I think that's a great way to do it. And David, one of the things that obviously is going to be a big advantage to people is that you can help appraise that item and really set the correct price for it.
Absolutely. And we are, like Gina was saying, constantly looking for new consignment items.
Yeah.
And we do our consignment a little bit different. Traditionally, consignment stores ask you to leave the items for 3 months. They don't pay the client till a month after they sell it. You know, and they take a percentage of what they sell it for.
Right.
Well, we don't do it that way. The client can leave it as long as they like. They can pick it up the next day if they want. And we give them a price of what we're going to pay them when we sell it. So it makes it a little bit more user-friendly.
Yeah, I think it's wonderful, all the different ways that you can help sell that thing. You know, what people, don't put your jewelry on eBay and certainly not Craigslist. I mean, you're inviting problems. You're inviting seriously all kinds of problems for yourself. Don't do that. You want to take it to a place like South Bay Jewelry where they really know your item. But not only that, you are eliminating yourself. You're not putting yourself out there saying, guess what, folks? I have all this jewelry I have for sale. You're kind of buffering yourself in that way where it's put on display at your location. And as you said, you have connections for people who are on the search for things like this where they're not going to get that somewhere else.
We're constantly shipping out packages. We're constantly selling jewelry. We're gemologists, so we can assess it correctly. And that's the most important thing. That's where you have to start. There's a handful of G.I.A gemologists. That's what we are. We're specializing in it. So, bring it to us. Let us help you determine the correct price that we believe we can get you. A lot of clients come in and they say, and they put too high of a price on their items.
Yeah.
And at that point, we consult with them. We say, the market is not going to bear that. If that's really what you want, then hang on to it and wait until the market, will bear that. So
yeah. Do you find that over the years there's certain trends, in other words, certain kinds of gems or pieces that kind of become popular for a year or so and then kind of fall off? Maybe people are looking for rubies this year, and next year it's something else.
Right.
Do you find that true?
Yes. Colored stones, especially sapphire, emerald, and ruby, are really at an all-time high right now. And there's a lot of glass-filled and enhanced gemstones. So we have a gem lab that South Bay Jewelry has, and so we can assess the actual content of the stone and then, lead into what the real value is. Pins are very popular with a lot of our East Coast buyers. We just sold 2 beautiful
Pins like brooches,
pins.
that type of thing?
Beautiful
Okay.
antique platinum diamond pins. Here in California, they're not as popular, and we're not going to be able to get as much money for our clients for those. So we go outside and we look for, the correct buyers elsewhere sometimes, especially for those pins.
Yeah, when it comes to some of these gems, rubies and sapphires and all, is it like diamonds where there are certain qualities and colors? Because I think I heard once that, rubies are not always red. They can be slightly different colors or something like that. Like diamonds you see
There's
in different values.
all kinds of things like that. For example, sapphires can be 10 different colors.
Yeah.
Rubies absolutely can be different colors. There are different trends with cuts of diamonds. For example, right now Asher cut is real popular. It goes back and forth with rounds and princess cuts, and it goes back and forth in popularity from white gold to yellow gold to platinum. So there are definitely trends.
Yeah, I can imagine that, because you often will see that on different shows and things like that, where people will be talking about different things or different rubies or different kinds of stones that they're looking at, and you kind of get a feel of those trends. But I think throughout the years what has stayed consistent is that people just like really nice classic pieces, right?
They do. I was going to mention that we just had a very beautiful brown stone come in, and so when we see something unusual, I might recommend...
Is that the name of it, or was it just brown
It
in
was
color?
brown color.
Okay.
And so I recommended that we actually send it to G.I.A. Laboratory, where they're the world connoisseur, and it came back as a fancy orange brown, which brought the stone up to a much higher value. The client was able to achieve more money. We knew what we could, therefore do with the item.
Yeah. What was the actual stone?
It was a
diamond?
diamond.
Oh, it was a diamond.
But it looked
Okay.
like an ugly brown stone, but when we looked at it, we saw there's just something.
Okay.
It has to be in the color spectrum. It has to be in the right area of the color spectrum to be considered fancy.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it would just be a brown diamond. It wouldn't be worth much. But because it was in the fancy spectrum, it was worth a lot more.
Yeah, and there's lots of different designations when it comes to diamonds, like V1 or whatever they are.
Oh,
I remember
yes.
when I was
Oh,
looking for
my.
one for the, when I got married and all, and I did a little studying on it. It's just all these different levels of,
That there is.
Yeah, there
When
is,
we take
yeah.
the stones out of these mountings, like the ugly brown stone, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden we clean it, and we look at this and we go, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And let's look at this a little bit further. Or that diamond that's in that old encrusted estate ring
Right,
from your
right.
mother. And all of a sudden we take it out and we look at it and we really get it under the microscope. Then we can start going from there.
Right, yeah, very interesting. Well, again, people can come in to either of your locations, but Laguna Hills location
This
is
will be
obviously
for
the
Laguna
closest.
Hills.
Okay.
Yeah, for the raffle.
And just come in, and there's no cost to you, and go ahead, sign up, and you might get a chance to win this $2,000 diamond and ruby ring. It's absolutely beautiful. And then you're going to come back on, did you say January 6th
It'll
or
be
about
the
around
week,
then?
around in January.
Okay.
We'll see what's working for the
And announce the
network.
winner of that.
Yes, and we're going to announce
Very
the
good.
winner.
All right, and you know what? You got a couple days left before Christmas, so South Bay Jewelry has some wonderful items that you can go buy there and take a look at. And as you said, you're having kind of a special sale going on right now?
Oh, everything right now through the end of the year, January 4th is 40 to 60% off.
Very good.
We have a nice selection.
All right. And their number is 949-830-0990, South Bay Jewelry, OC.com, and right over there, you're located right by the
near
Lawrence area?
Marshall's, farthest door to the right. We're really close over to the mall, but we're in Oak Brook Village.
Yeah, very easy to get to. A lot of people, if you don't know Oak Brook Village, you know where Trader Joe's is. So, you know, that's the easiest thing. I mean, really,
That
it
is.
All right, hey, have a wonderful
Thank you,
Christmas
Ken, for
and New
having
Year, and we'll
us.
see you sometime in early January.
Wonderful.
All right,
Very
take
nice.
care.
Merry Christmas.
We're going to take you out to the Orange County Performing Arts Center next.
South Bay Jewelry has established trust and been a confidant in Laguna Woods for over 30 years. It's very scary trying to figure out which of our possessions are valuable, what pieces we should leave to our children, and which ones we should cash out.
For nearly 30 years, we have worked and consulted with our friends in Laguna Woods to help them sort through their possessions, guiding their decision to sell and the legacy to their heirs.
Please visit our new location in Oak Brook Village, just to the right of Marshall's.